Yes.
Exodus 28 through 11 is found within Exodus 19:14, which describes the Mosaic covenant, God's law given to Israel at Mount Sinai after their deliverance from Egyptian bondage. The immediate context is the Ten Commandments, which set forth God's holy standards to govern Israel's relationship with Him and one another as His covenant people. The fourth commandment falls within the first section of these laws and focuses on Israel's duty to God. It commands them to remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy, establishing a weekly rhythm of rest, reflection, and worship. This sacred observance was a covenantal sign of God as a sovereign creator and expresses concern for equitable renewal and compassion towards humans and animals. Although Christians under the new covenant of grace are not obligated to observe the Sabbath in the exact manner given to Israel, its principles of rest, reflection, worship, and compassion remain relevant to our covenant relationship with God. Jesus sustained the Sabbath's intention when he emphasized that its purpose is a gift rather than a burden. The writer of Hebrews also connects the Sabbath concept to a deeper spiritual rest found in Christ. Sabbath principles continue to invite believers into a rhythm of renewal that strengthens our relationship with God and fosters compassion for others. The events of Revelation 1:10 occurred as Apostle John, exiled on the island of Patmos, received a powerful vision from the risen Christ while worshiping in the Spirit on the Lord's Day, likely referring to Sunday. So this is what our lesson is about today. Understanding what the Sabbath is, and it's not really like we have to establish. It's not a set day. It doesn't have to be Sunday, because we're not under law. We're under grace. So, but our Sabbath is a day that, regardless of what it is, it's a day to rest, reflect, and worship. To think about what God has done. Think about His creation, because that's what the Sabbath was for us to remember and think about everything He did, because we too are His creations, and it helps us to draw closer to Him when we acknowledge everything about Christ. So
You muted, Sister Foster.
okay, so I read the biblical context and gave my little scenario about it. So did you guys hear all that?
Most of it, yes.
Okay.
See, they hear now.
Hold on.
When you were talking, you went on, for some reason, it went on mute towards the end. So I'm not sure what happened. Oh, she's on mute.
Okay, so I had read the biblical context, and I just kind of gave a scenario that this is what we were going to be studying today, and that to understand that a Sabbath, everybody has their own Sabbath. Doesn't have to be on Sunday work. And if you where you cannot go in there and say that, oh, I can't work on Sundays because I have to go to church. Well, they'll say, well, we'll see you through the door. We'll see you to the door. So your Sabbath day is your day that you have to rest, reflect, and worship, and think about everything that God has done for you and what can you do for God. And just like he said, it's like it says, like, he just rested and reflected on everything that he created. And that's what that rest is for, to reflect, rest, reflect, and worship, which is really important. Okay, so did you guys hear all that?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I'm done talking now.
Yes, we did.
All right.
We can't hear.
Y'all can y'all hear me? Okay.
Yes, we could hear now.
King James Version. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shall thou labor and do all thy work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy